Thank you, Hal, and thank you to everybody that invited us to come up here today. So, I am Jamie Coulter. This is Leah McCullough. Leah and I are co-parent advisors for TP USA Lake County, Ohio High School chapter, and we also are part of the Moms for Liberty Lake County chapter. So, a little bit about me. I'm not a terrorist, as much as anybody wants to say somebody from Moms for Liberty is. I am a citizen, I am a Christian, a taxpayer, daughter, sister, wife, but most importantly, I am a mom. Back in 2020, we were all sentenced to house arrest. Many of our kids were sent back to home to finish off their school days. At that point in time, I became my son's teacher while working full-time at home. I heard and saw everything he was learning and what he wasn't learning. Watching the events of January 6, 2021, I decided right then and there it was time to get involved. Our children are not getting the education they need to be successful. Instead of focusing on how to improve math and English scores, our schools are focusing on sexualization and trying to indoctrinate our kids with everything but the Constitution. Our children are getting learning material that tells them to hate cops, that there are 90+ genders, talking in detail about sex, rape, and gender, and changing genders. How will that make them strong, successful citizens? How will that help them find a job? We need to get math and English back as a priority in our schools. In November of 2022, my son and Leah's son founded TP USA High School Lake County. This is a group of high school kids that get together once a month, talk about the Constitution, learn about it, and covering things that they're not getting in their schools. We have had the privilege of having George Washington come talk to us about life as a founding father. We've had John Pleshnick come and talk to us about fiscal responsibility, and we're working on lining up other speakers that'll come and teach our children all the details about the Constitution, and also 2 pieces of history that they're not getting covered in our schools. They also had the privilege of going out, as long as Leah, had the privilege of going out to Phoenix, Arizona for the America Fest in December of 2022, where they got 4 days of listening to strong, high leader conservatives talk about what is needed to save this country and motivating these young men and women to go out there and bring that back to their communities and be leaders to take our country back. In May of 2023, after a lot of push and pressure, 4 of us moms decided to start up Moms for Liberty Lake County. We are dedicated to fighting for the survival of America by unifying, educating, and empowering parents to defend their parental rights at all levels of government. We hold decision makers accountable, or we work to replace them with liberty-minded individuals. We spread awareness and understanding of the limited role of government. We stand together against government overreach and intimidation tactics. We promote teaching the principles of our liberty in our homes and community. We engage our communities and elected leaders on key issues impacting our families, and we activate liberty-minded leaders to serve in elected positions. One of the things that we are lacking is community participation. We need more community members, we need more kids, we need more parents to get involved. These are our tax dollars. This is where they're going. People need to be more educated as to what is going on in their schools, what our kids are learning, how it's being taught to them. Some people say, oh, it's not in our kids' school, there's nothing in there. Well, guess what? It's a simple math problem that says, figure out the ratio of binary versus non-binary kids in this equation. It is in every single aspect of the education. Find kids, ask them questions, get people involved, encourage parents to sit down at the family dinner table and talk about their children's days. What did they see in their homework assignment or their classwork? And that way you can determine if what they're learning is appropriate. Because 9 times out of 10, I can tell you, it's not. And it's going to be the little things. And also to fight for them to have their safe spaces. If transgenders and, people that are gay can go find a teacher that needs to be a safe space, where are the safe spaces for our children and their conservative values? They need a place to go. They need a support system in our school. And that's where we come in as Turning Point USA and Moms for Liberty. Thank you very much.